Alright, theoretically, I forgot all about that, to be honest with you. That's the first time I have forgotten. To err is human, as they say. I completely forgot that I was still streaming to the custom ingress. Give me 2 seconds here. I gotta get everything reset up here. Alright, now hopefully I'm no longer live on the Dune Awakening page. That was my bad. That's totally my fault. I'll have to reach out and be like, sorry about that. I kinda... I forgot. So I have a custom ingress that I use when I'm streaming Dune because I stream to the Dune page, the Steam page, as well as YouTube and Twitch, but only for that game. And I forgot to turn it off when I woke up from the nap and had lunch and everything else. So we got a little bit of No Man's Sky fun over on the Dune page for a bit, for however long I was live, 30 minutes or so. Alright, we're back. What we got today? If it's cool and it's an A class or better, I'll keep it. It is not cool and it is not an A class, so alright, I'll take the payment. Oh, that put in the opposite direction. Okay, but it has me facing. That's weird. Alright. Okay, to the space station now. Now, I believe the tip told me I need to find a black market merchandise dude. What the heck? Hang on. I'm able to like click things through the there. Yeah, there definitely needs some work on this. Like one of my garden beds is gone. I can click on the nutrient thing from underneath. Like there's some wonkiness. I need 160,000 units worth of goods. What's up, Sully? We are doing good. Thanks, Whiskey Dad. We are back. Alright, I need to pay attention. I'm looking for a black market vendor. Salvage dealer. I'm sorry. The Dread Pirate Letofta. Contraband, black market shipping and receiving. What am I supposed to do here? Just buy stuff and then go and sell it somewhere?
Product received. Product received. Product received.
And then what? Can I... There's no teleporter. There is... Can I just teleport back to a normal space station and just sell? No, clearance not granted. So we have to warp back. Alright. And I'm assuming I can get scanned on the way into a system. That sound effect is creepy. By the way, guys, thanks for the heads up earlier about being live on the Dune Awakening page. I had no idea. Oops. Free traffic. I almost went back and played some more Dune Awakening tonight, but I was like, I did 6 hours this morning. I need to work on my ship here. Alright. So now I can go expedition route, and what does this take me back to where I was, or does it matter? I could just go straight to here, right? And just sell when I get there. Reach a trade terminal. thought about 3 things, and I'm only seeing 2. There they are.
Units received.
Let's see here. I'm gonna take the X's to there at least, and now we'll go here and say take a few secrets. These are all sellable.
Units received. Units received.
Engage. So we need to get into a combat. Uncalculated light speed events damage the unit and require frequent repairs. I had no idea, Kiard. No clue. Really? It's crazy talk. How would we ever know? Oh, I gotta create a warp cell.
Technology installed.
I'm gonna need... Where's it at, though? What made it even funnier to me, Gerard, was the guy this morning who was like, I'm a follower and a subscriber, how dare you talk to me like that? And it's like, dude, you literally came to my channel and like threw a hissy fit that I wasn't like providing you with patch notes. Like, I treat everyone equally. Like, Funcom has done a simply phenomenal job at keeping people up to date with what's coming down the pipeline. And you're able to sit here and argue with me in Twitch chat, but you can't go read a patch note? Get the frack out of here. But I'm a follower! I don't care. Like, sorry. I would tell my brother the same thing to his face. Do you not know how to read? Like, I burn. My wife and I burn each other so hard every single day. Like, it was like, I just can't believe he got offended. That was hilarious. I'm gonna unfollow. Okay. Make sure to announce your departure at the airport, the grocery store, everywhere you go, sir. Sentinel bathroom hunt. That's right. Read the patch notes. They're there for a reason. Reach the 5th rendezvous station. Now, to be fair, I'm probably gonna have to stop and craft some warp fuel. Whew. The Corvette building update they just dropped, honestly, is... I wouldn't call it a game changer, but it is pretty cool because it's obviously inspired by Starfield's shipbuilding. But I think the thing that it does for long-term players, new players would have to play the game a bit to be able to appreciate just how, and I'm going to use air quotes here, game-changing the ship is. But like, let's say your normal ships, like when you first start the game, like that ship that just took off and flew out of here, like your normal ships that you get, all you can do is fly around in them. That's it. They get you from point A to point B. You can do combat in them and stuff, but they are just ships. Like, that's just a ship that just landed. That's it. You know, there's the fighter class. I have the hiccups, so I apologize. I'm like, all of those are cool, and there's lots of different and you can. Ship collecting is a thing. I did it on my main save. I went for like Battlestar Galactica looking ships, and then but then if you want to like have a portable like base in space, you had to go get, I believe they're called freighters or frigates. I forget. I think it's freighters, and that becomes this thing of where you're like, just a little while ago, you save a freighter from a combat scenario. You board the freighter. The captain says, "Would you like to take a look at my ship?" You take a look at the ship, and then it's an RNG of whether it's a class C, B, A, or S ship, and then do you like the look of the ship, the layout of the shape. Freighter is the base. Thank you for that, Heavy-Later. So, but then the freighters are up, like you can install modules on the freighter. So you could then take the freighter and you could put a teleporter and a bank and a garden, and that becomes your mobile base in the fly. And for a long time, freighters were really cool. The problem with freighters is you can't customize the freighter. It's whatever you get. It's pure RNG. And you might hunt for hundreds of hours to get a freighter that looks cool and has the class that you want, like class C, B, A. Like everybody wants an A or like an S class, right? Because those are the best. Now, with Corvettes, this is the new thing. We get to build our ships from scratch. And not only do you get to build these ships from scratch, but you're able to come in here and do things like, I'm going to install a bed. I'm going to install a mission system. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to build a garden. And then you can come back here and go to the builder and say, I'm going to make the Slave One. I'm going to make Boba Fett's ship. I'm going to make an X-Wing. I'm going to make the Millennium Falcon. I'm going to make, insert the name of whatever ship you want, because you can come in here and completely go in here and just build with all these modules, as well as do the interior decorating. So from a exploratory standpoint of being able to say, I built this from scratch, right? I built this ship, and not only that, it's customized to my specifications. It has all the modules that suit my playstyle. Maybe I'm a space gardener. Maybe I'm a space tourist. Maybe I'm a pirateer. Maybe I'm, whatever. Like, you get to customize the exterior and interior of your ship as you see fit. And it literally becomes your base on the go. And something you can't do on the regular ships that we see over here landing, right? You can't go into the interior of those ships. You can only go to the cockpit. Whereas with this thing, you can literally go into the interior, and then once we're in the interior, we can start decorating and saying, I'm going to put decals, I'm going to put, that's the plants, I'm going to put a crew berth, I'm going to put a med pod, right? Let's put a medi pod. I don't have any space for it. Like right there. I could put a med pod right there, right? Maybe I don't want to put a med pod. Maybe I want to put a refiner unit. I don't have the stats to do a refiner unit, right? Maybe like there's all these things that you can put on the insides of your ships. Like maybe I want to put a cargo rack. Boom. So it allows people to create a mobile base from scratch. So theoretically you could have a mobile base before with the freighters. But again, it's pure RNG in terms of what you got. The regular ships you can only fly around. You can walk around the interior of these. You can walk around the interior of the freighters. But again, the freighters are one layout for all the freighters, right? Obviously, when you start adding modules, that can enhance the layout a little bit. But otherwise, it's the hangar bay, the bridge, and then whatever mods you install, whatever modules you put on. Whereas this thing, you can make these things like people have been making mechs. I have gone for just a basic, simple freighter option for mine, and we can see from the look of it that I have like a weird sort of, I don't know, it's like almost like a beetle looking thing. And it's very simple because it's only got 2 habitats in it. I got laser cannons underneath. I got proton torpedoes, and it's been a lot of fun. But in terms of just creating, like, because before, if you wanted to have a mobile base, it had to be the freighter. Otherwise, all you had was the stationary bases you could build in-game. So, I think for long-term players, this has been a very welcome addition, and the ability to just enhance your overall playstyle and to have a mobile base that's more than the frigate. And this is the most important thing: completely customizable. That's the key right there. Like 100% player agency in what you can do here. The only limitation being the parts that they have in the game presently, and then your imagination. Because there is a limitation to parts. Like there's not an unlimited amount of parts. There are only so many parts that you have access to. You can buy them. You can find them. Go into creative mode and just have access to all of them. I don't know. From my perspective, like I think for long-term players, this is a game changer. For new players, it won't have the same impact that it does because they won't have had to suffer. They won't have, how would I say that? They won't have had to suffer through the long dark of like trying to get a cool freighter and dealing with storage that you can't take with you and always needing to have a base or multiple bases. And then, the hunt for like the perfect freighter is not for the faint of heart. I got extremely lucky with my main save in that and I didn't know how lucky it was until I put a bunch of time into this game. I got an A-class, really cool looking, it looks exactly like a Battlestar from Battlestar Galactica ship. I got a freighter in my first save, my first time ever playing the game, and I didn't realize at the time how rare it was to get an A-class freighter out of the gate like that looked cool. And now that I have a bunch of time in the game, I appreciate the RNG gods smiling at me for that. Whereas here, I can come in, and as long as I'm willing to take the time, And I'm gonna, like, when I'm finished with the expedition, I'm totally just gonna put this on creative mode, and I'm just gonna build a really cool freighter for myself, and then I'll go back into normal mode and play the game. But yeah, it's really cool. What's up, buddy? Do you want to come over and say hi as we're talking about ships? Oh, who's a big baby? Yeah. Did you want to come say hi and look at the ships? Octor said I got insane lucky when they added the pirate freighters. I got an S-clap on the first ship. S-class. S-clap. That is super rare, for sure. Yeah, the 160 slot storage is nice, for sure. So yeah, this was a really good update for No Man's Sky. And I think for me, I'm really looking forward to see where they go from here. Because, like, as an example, Starfield's shipbuilding has just gotten better and better and better as they've evolved it over time. No Man's Sky has already shown that they just make things better with time. Yes, I know you're happy to be awake, buddy. You probably want snacks right now. You're digging your claws in my shoulder. So I have no doubt that they're going to continue to make this better, especially considering this is tied to the same tech that they're using for the ships that they're using for Light No Fire. Also, something else I forgot to mention: multiplayer. Your friends can come on these ships with you and wander around the interiors. There's an autopilot. That's completely new. Autopilot has never existed before. So you can literally autopilot between destinations and get up and wander around your ship. Your friends can come join you, and there's missions you can do. There's a mission board inside my Corvette. Where are we going, buddy? You just knocked my cup off the desk. I'm gonna have to go put him out. Anyway. Yes, the Corvettes are the Voyager's expedition. The Corvette expedition and the Voyager update is super cool for No Man's Sky. I got timestamp tags. We'll put that on YouTube later. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams on YouTube and Twitch. I gotta let this cat out. Frodo, you ready to go out, torture mommy, and beg for food? I'll be right back, guys. You're welcome, Octor. Thanks for the kind words. Aurora says I already finished the Dune expansion, 12 hours. That's pretty good. I don't think that that's short. I mean, if you look at most DLCs, you're going to get 6 to 8 hours if you speed run. 8 to 12 if you take your time. That sounds pretty normal to me. Chapter 2 update should give us another however many hours. So Lost Harvest is, I don't know, depending how, if you build a dune base as well, you'll probably get more hours out of it as well. I mean, I put in 6 hours today, and all I did was missions. So, you know, I would anticipate that I'll be done tomorrow, and then I'll move on to chapter 2, and then get into base building. All right, I got some new. Those could be funky. Can I flip them? Oh. Yeah, those could look really cool if I could get them. Put in 80 hours in 1 week? Nice. I mean, there's a lot to do in this game. By the way, somebody asked about missions earlier, and I was in the middle of my discussion, so I didn't get a chance to answer. Let me scroll up and find where that was. Liam says, what are the missions like in this game? There's lots of different types. So, like, if I go into the log as an example, this is a quest. Fine, but I'm working on quests right too. Like everything I'm doing. So what we're doing in this stream is literally what the game is like. This is the gameplay loop. Now there are many different things to do within the gameplay loop. What you're not seeing in this particular expedition are things like base building, because this expedition is all about building a ship. That's one aspect of the game, is building a Corvette. But then there's base building. There's underwater base building. There's planet exploration, there's language hunting, there's the main quest, there's the village settlement management, there's the freighter management and fleet management. I mean, I have a video last year called All the Things You Can Do in No Man's Sky, and I probably need to update it now that we've added Corvettes. Is space weed growing into smuggling? Yep. A little bit of nip. A little bit of space weed. Oh, those are on me. What I got put on my ship. Let's sell that stuff as well. Deadeye cannon? Yeah, I've got the mods in my inventory.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, like Red Dragon was saying, I missed that comment earlier. The old ships are basic, only hold so much, but you can't access storage like you can between bases and freighters. And now with Corvettes, the game has expanded significantly. Indeed. Alright, let me see. That. I do have some on me. I forgot that I just pulled them out of my ship's inventory a second ago and was going to sell them and got sidetracked answering a question. So I forgot to sell. You want to go out? Come here. Lucas, come here. You little shit. He was at the door and then he heard the grandniece and he was like, nope. I don't want to go out. Hide me. Bunch of big babies. Gotcha. You big baby. Yeah, I gotcha. Gotcha before you can run back out of the bed. I pushed him out the door and my little niece is right there and he was like, no! But he's gone to the door like 4 times, so I know he needs to go outside and like go to the bathroom or something. He's just being a scaredy cat. Alright, we are at the 5th location. In the expedition, you have to grind for parts, but only in the expedition. And I wouldn't even say I have not. Let me rephrase that. I have not needed to grind for parts. Part of the expedition is you're just doing it for the parts, but that's part of the expedition. Like, they're teaching you how to get the parts if you're gonna do it normally, and go from here into your main save and go salvage and scavenge. I'm not going to do that. As soon as I'm done with the expedition and this turns into a main save, I'm going to turn creative mode on and I'm going to build a ship for free. But I appreciate the tutorial that is teaching me all the little bits and pieces about the ship because it's helping. But ain't no way I'm going to sit there and grind for all the hundreds of ship parts and pieces and things. No. Smigo, what are you doing, buddy? Install an additional reactor. Oh, I accidentally stepped on a teleporter. Okay. Reactors. Now, I only have to do this to get credit, and then I'm going to take the damn things off.
Technology installed.
Why not? Find deep space anomaly. How do I use it? I could have sworn it said it gave me a module. Maybe I misread it. Hazard protection. What's it showing? Here we are. Do I use it now or after I'm in space? I'm guessing I need to be in space first. Roscoe says, yes, be in space, activate it, pulse drive. Got it. Rubble of the first spawn. I didn't mean to shoot at it. I can't get any closer to it. Oh, we are getting closer slowly. Okay, I just need to get so big. That's really interesting. That thing is massive. Oh shit, my life support's going down. Maybe I should pay attention to that.
Life support power low. Technology recharge.
It's a trip, man. It even had an inherent sound effect to it, like a really long, low throbbing. Okay, use the emergency signal scanner to locate a wreck. You want to go out too, buddy? Alright, all the cats are outside now. They all went back out. And Chris is about to take the niece to the park, the grand niece to the park. Great. Need to land on this big boy. Somewhere. If I have to do combat in here, I'm going to be a little irritated. I don't have the things I want for combat. Secure the derelict freighter. Jetpack disabled. Great. I don't know what I just did.
Protection falling. Ground protection falling.
Okay, well, we can't use that anymore.
Ground protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
What am I looking for?
Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling.
What am I looking for? Completely explore a derelict freighter. Extract salvage? Doorway, doorway,
Ground protection falling.
heater. Let me turn back around and go to the heater. Over here. I need to figure out what is showing up on the...
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Check that out. Use the heaters to survive. Yeah, copy that.
Ground
found some security credentials.
Units received. Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, I'm aware. There's one over here.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Guess we're going to that door over there. Okay.
Thermal protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing. Thermal protection falling.
What the frack is that thing? Probably gonna be something I have to kill.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
They're not attacking me yet. Are they floating towards me? I feel like they're floating towards me. What is that? That is a records terminal. That is a teleport terminal.
Thermal protection falling.
Ten days ago.
Temperature levels stabilizing. Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling.
Oh, that's not creepy at all, man. Especially after watching Alien Earth the past few weeks. Not creepy at all having little samples and vials, man. Nah, it's all good. Living slime in a jar. Totally good,
Thermal
man.
protection falling. Units received. Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay, there was a door. Maybe I missed a door in here. I bet I need to use the teleporter. Oh no, hang on, there was a door over here I missed. Yeah, I'll be watching it tomorrow. Getting the review up on YouTube. Can't wait.
Thermal protection falling.
I don't see it here in this one. Let's just go, 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 go.
Thermal protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
Alright, we want to go that way.
Thermal protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
Captain's DNA required. Incapacitated. Log in as temporary officer stored. The vessel is ours by right of conquest by the laws that has come before us, no more fraud, no more shebang. Arr, the plunder shall be ours and ours alone. Yarg! Their whining has a certain stench to it. They're like beasts swallowed in their own lies, wandering out of their old captain with not more aware than I. Space pirates, kids.
Temperature levels stabilizing. Thermal protection falling. protection falling.
Alright, that's a wrap on that. How the hell do we get out of here, though? I'm assuming using the teleporter. Personal force field.
Ground protection falling.
This is where we came in. Ah, we still can't jump. That's really annoying. Okay. Shut down a planet's Sentinel forces. Or locate. So I can destroy them until I kill the boss. Or I can find a Sentinel pillar. Acquire charts that lead to Sentinel pillars from the salvaged remains of drones. Huh. I probably need to go back and sell all this junk that I just got, though, first. Oh, we are a long way from anything. Alright. She's always warping and blocking me from traveling. I'm about ready to go make an espresso, I think. What the frack, man? What keeps pulling me out of warp? There we go. Technology merchants. I have no frame of reference for towers and pillars or any of that stuff, guys. Sorry. Oh my goodness, yawns. Alright, we're gonna go up here and sell to a tech merchant. Said for the salvaged parts we got. A Sentinel boundary map? Excuse me. I don't know that I have a Sentinel boundary map. I have no frame of reference for what that is. Tainted metal. You're saying I have one between the metal and repair kits. Sentinel boundary map. They're hard to focus on. This chart appears to show the location. Unneverized Sentinel pillars. Such Sentinel strongholds house many secrets. Select the map and plot to pin the location in your exosuit's play. Do I have to be on a planet to use that, or just when I'm in the cockpit of my ship? Can use it here and it'll pick a local planet. Cool.
Units received. Units received.
Oops. I forgot to,
Alert. Navigational data received.
shut down a planet's Sentinel destruction. May be peacefully disabled by locating a Sentinel pillar. Central tower with 3 pylons, which is that one right there. And you're saying the terminal is where I do stuff. So the terminal is going to be that thing over there. Get to the terminal fast. Great. No, I didn't mean to land. I did not mean to land. Damn it. That thing right there is what you're saying. That's the terminal? There's more than one terminal. Or the thing with the pad. Because there's a thing with a red pad, and then there's like these two looking things that are out. With cables running to them. The circle pad? Okay. Shut down Sentinel forces. What is weapons technology? Oh. Decline. Thanks for the tips, guys. I think I have to actually be sitting. Ah! Mecha Mouse Companion Egg. Alright. It's an optional. I don't care about the optionals. Shipwright, Corvette decal plans, Corvette banner customization. Final phase. Expedition page. I missed a reward in here somewhere. There it is.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
That's a wrap on this expedition. The last optional thing I can do. Oh, I gotta back to a space station. Yeah, I have YouTube and Twitch chat going at the same time. Someone was asking. But thank you, Whiskey Dad, for getting them up to speed on that. Hang on, though. Does it matter which one of these I talk to? I didn't even realize that I wasn't paying attention. Because previously I was talking to the cores inside of the space stations, and I just realized that it's not necessarily showing me the icon at this one. Ah, I went up. Should have used the teleporter. My brain is like, it's late, you're tired. Okay. I think from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into creative mode and start playing around with actually building a ship that I want, as opposed to just what I put together for the expedition. And then I'm going to embark upon a new journey. I don't know what I want to do yet. I do know one of the things I want to do. I want to unlock the autophage. I don't know how to do that yet. So that's going to be like my goal. Oh, is it still keeping me in, like, expedition save mode? I might have to restart the game, maybe. What's up, Luke? I'm not sure why. Let's see what happens if I go to the, if I just exit out. Yeah, see, it's still listing it as an expedition. Technically, it should roll over, correct. But it has not. Someone says, Super Pescado says you may have to end it via the anomaly. I'm not sure what that means. Yep, you do, Roscoe. It's just but the problem is, since I'm still in a community save, I don't know that I'm going to be able to go into, like, I can't adjust the difficulty settings at the moment because I'm still in, so I'm going to have to figure out. Someone says go to the anomaly. I guess we can manually end it there. Not sure how. We'll go find out. How do I summon it? Quick menu. He's hungry. Dude, that's pretty cool looking, man. How do I feed him? Give him an ion battery? Jesus. Got expensive taste. End expedition. Technology recorded to catalog. Alright, well you're cute and everything, but I don't necessarily need you following me around. What does that mean? Register? I don't know anything about companions. He's pretty cool looking though. God, he ate an ion battery. That was expensive. Where are the teleporters? Right there. All right. You can ride that thing? Interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure settlements are one of the things I have to do to unlock the autophage, if I remember correctly. Reading up on that the other day. That's really the primary mission I have with this save would be to unlock the autophage. But I got a lot of prep to do before I want to do any of that. Like, I want to build the ship first. I need to get weapons sorted out. I don't want to run out this stupid scattershot thing. Alright. Let's the purge and unlock a harmonic camp. Well, I unlocked a harmonic camp during this expedition. I have no idea what the purge is though. Alright. Go into difficulty. Just for now, we're gonna go over to complete creative mode. Okay. I just wrapped it up, Bardicus. We finished about 10 minutes ago. Don't know here is if I actually have to purchase things or if I could just start modifying immediately. I think I can just start modifying immediately. We shouldn't need to purchase anything because we already have access to them all in creative mode. So I like the base of what I was building here. I kind of would like to expand on this a little bit more and add some more modules. You know what I ought to do? Can you build more than one Corvette? Because I kind of don't mind how that turned out. If I could build a second one. Right, it's kind of Fireflash, which is I'm looking at it going, do I really want to? I don't know that I want to tear this one apart. I do want to play around with one more piece. Emulator says you can, because Tangent made a bunch of mega Corvettes, but I was never paying attention as he started a new one. Not sure of the swap out process. All right, we'll maybe have to look that up, but we can probably figure it out here in a bit. One of the things I wanted to figure out is if there's any way I could add something. To the front. Oh, there we go. What is that going to look like if I add that? That looks. I don't like that look. I don't like that look. I would love something that attaches to the front of that, and I don't know if I'm gonna find it. No, that's not gonna give me what I want. Oh my. Oh, I do like the look of that. And then these can still install on the back end, right? Oh, I like that. just messing around at this point. No, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to flip it around. Rotate. Now, what I would love to do is figure out how to do landing thrusters. I don't think I'm going to put these on here because there's only. It's really hard. I guess those are centered. It's really hard for me to tell. I would love to have more than one on there if I can. Can I move this forward? No, that's the only place I can move that. So that put... Oh yeah, that can't work right there. That doesn't work right there at all. We have to delete that. Okay, I can dig this. Let's we need to take this out for a test drive really quick. Honestly, I think the engines up top might be a little too much. Or I could get rid of the ones up front. It feels like overkill right now. Oh, and I need to switch out. I know one thing I need to do. Okay, I'm not really liking all of that, so we're gonna modify a couple of things here real quick. Still not sure about all that. Okay. Yeah, because now I have access to all the same types. So we can actually stick with the Thunder class, which is something I wasn't able to do before. And I don't want to... This is where I'm not sure of how to do all of these. Do you have to have walkways? Because if I can, what I'd like to do... Because like, I don't know if I want to go out full this side. Those are too big, so we would have to go with just these. I'm not sure if I want to do that though. Because we can't technically bring that up any further, can we? How does this work? No, see, it wants to align with something else. I'm not sure what it is. I don't want to put a full box. I wish you could do thirds. It would be really cool if you could move it up by thirds instead of having to do it by full halves. If that makes sense. Back end, will it? I don't want to connect to the back end of that. Go full bore cube. Oh, a thermal grill. Can I put that on the back end? Oh, where's it wanting to put that? No. I want to place something on the end of that, but I don't know what you would call whatever it is that attaches to that. Like, I don't know what that piece would be called. These are wings, hull plating, hull connectors. I'm assuming it's some sort of plating, but I don't know what the piece is that would cap the end like that. Oh, there we go. I just had to flip it around. That one's not bad. So it's the fairing. I just had to flip it. That doesn't quite match. That looks kind of funky. But that's an option. All right, now I need something else up top here. Full hab. No, but I think I could do like a half hab. Give me any options to stick on the front of this. I would love something to stick right here on the front of that, but I don't know what I can put. I might be able to do something from the interiors of those, though, to make them look cooler. So that might be something I need to do, is go inside to the interior. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now, is maybe some windows. I'm gonna need some stairs to get through everything, for sure. Before I get too ahead of myself. Oh, that's perfect. So it automatically gave me these. Now I know I have another one up top, so I need to add some stairs. Somewhere in here. Now let's do it. That's fine. Okay. And this brings me up to here. Now this should be a standalone. These are the. I'm pretty sure these are the 3 that I have. Like, wait, why do I have? That doesn't need to go. Oh, because I'm still in the build thing. Okay. I don't compare games to each other, Z-Ray. I like Starfield. I like this game. I like Minecraft. I like Enshrouded. I like Dune Awakening. I love all Bethesda games. I love all Star Wars games. I love all Star Trek games. I love video games. This is my day job. There is no such thing as a game being better than another game. All games are fun if you like video games. This game has nothing to do with Starfield at all. There's no crossover whatsoever, other than they both have shipbuilding and you can fly things in space. Otherwise, they are fundamentally not even the same game. Starfield is a narrative RPG set in space. No Man's Sky is a creative building, crafting, cozy simulator game. Exploration. Welcome to my TED Talk. Okay. I'm going to want to strip the funk out of here. And I'm probably going to move the stairs up here. Oh, except that's the reactor. I can't do that. Oh, I can now. It didn't want to let me build it a minute ago. See, but it's going up there into nothing. Why is it doing that? What do I have up there? I really want to place the stairs right there in the middle, and it's not wanting to let me do it. It's wanting to place it right here, and I don't want to place it at the back end. Why is it wanting to do it like that? Because that right there is the... Can I move that up? Up above. Oh, I forgot about those 2 parts. Oh, that's funny. Can I bring it up? That looks like it's gonna get into the cockpit if I do it like that. No, I kind of have to leave it like that. Oh, man. Well, that means I have to put... That is the one tiny little complaint I have about that right now, is because I don't want to have stairs when I come right in here at the back end, because I really want this to be a cargo storage area. And the stairs being right there when you walk in feels kind of irritating. Like we don't have enough space. like those landing jets right there, though. That's pretty cool. I suppose this looks slightly better. It gives me a little more room when I come in. Not a lot, but a little. And then I come in and I can go straight up the other stairs. Okay. Okay. Alright, we can make this work. We can make this work. Alright, I was going to do something with these, like windows or something, so that it doesn't look so funky from the front side. What do we got? We've got paneled window. That's probably going to look too googly eyes when we go out front. What about seamless window? Nah, that looks a little funky. Rounded window? Does it have like... I feel like if I do these, it's gonna look like googly eyes. I need to go outside and see what it looks like from the front. Yeah, I am not a fan of either one of those at all. I don't think that's a bad idea to move the reactor up, though. I could put another hab right here. Oh, did not mean to do that. Jesus, place 2. But I still want to be able to put something on the front, though. Great if I could have something that overlooks the top. It's connecting to the top, I see. That looks a little much overhanging the cockpit. That might work. Too much. Swept casing. Might work. Swept casing might work. Too much. swept casing is probably going to be the best bet. Radiator casing's not bad. Yeah, I don't like any of the windows so far at all. I think the swept casing is my best bet at the moment for that. I don't like any of the windows, man. Yeah, I don't like any of the windows. I gotta get rid of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do there yet. I really don't like those windows, though. That is, no. Big fat no. How about no? No. I don't know what I'm gonna do there yet, but I'll tell you what, I love the interior so far. Still not entirely convinced of what I got going on here. What I really don't like is just the look of that right there. I just think that looks stupid. That looks too blocky. I did like the look of this when it was down here. But what I really want to do is move it up. Like, I would love to have this moved up just a skosh more so that it's like riding the top of the cockpit, if that makes sense. So that it's like right up in here instead of having to sit back here. Because I'm not but I like the look of it. I think ultimately I'm going to keep it right here because I don't like the blockiness of everything together. Oh, I'm sure there's things, I just haven't figured out what yet. Like I haven't gone through here and looked at all the little things that I could potentially put. Like, as an example, if I wanted to, I could probably put it won't let me put them on top of the wings. But I was like, it'd be really cool if I could put like right here, I could put the blaster turrets, but it won't let me mount them on top of the motors. So what I really just gotta do is I gotta figure out what I can put up here that's gonna fit on the, if I can, that's gonna fit on the front of these hab modules. Playing around now. I do think that looks funky. If I could figure out a way to encapsulate all that. Not what I wanted to do. Let's pull those off for a minute. I need it to flip, man. Let me flip it. Let me flip the freaking thing. Ah! I just don't like those windows, man. See, I think the thing here is like you can't put anything on top of the engine. Man, if I could flip that, it would look way cooler. I don't like the way that it sticks up. It's gonna ruin the aerodynamic. Like right here, I want it to mount like that, but it won't mount like that on the face. This is the struggle that I'm having right here. Everything wants to mount vertically because of the engine placement. That's gonna be the pressure point with this build, I have a feeling. Otherwise, I like everything about it so far, other than I can't get the front of these to look the way I want. Like the front of these halves. Because essentially you just can't mount anything to the engines, is what it comes down to. Like the engines are like a no-go. You can't mount anything to them. Which is unfortunate. I wonder if there's I don't like the other engine types is the problem. Nah, those are too freaking bulky and big. Well, I am at a loss, kind of, trying to figure that out. Because I didn't mind the way it looked before when I had the, Here, I'll put these back on. These things right here. Like, I dug that look. Like, I really liked this look. But the problem is it doesn't give me the habs that I want. If I want to have more habitats, you know? And then, of course, I lose the engines, which is not that big of a deal. I mean, that's theory. I don't know if you can reattach. Arcadia airfoil. Because I do like that look right there. I just think that looks really cool. I mean, like I said, I could just keep this ship this way and then build a different one. I need to get rid of those stairs. By the way, do those engines have to be mounted to the side? I think they do. Yeah, you can't just mount them to the top. It'd be really cool if you could. I bet that'll block something from being placed up front too. Yeah. It's so unfortunate. Oh my god, that thing is huge. I did not want to back out. You know, I may just leave it like that. And work with the limitations of this. So that gives me, essentially, this could be my living quarters up here. I think this is fine for a solo explorer ship. And this is the mission control storage space. So like, let me play around with this here. We could put, down here, we could put the mission radar here. We already have, actually. We could put a refiner unit on this side. Oops, you know what? Can I? You can't move those around, can you? Like, it's only got one placement. You can't, like, flip it. So we can put the refinery unit there. We've got the mission unit there. And then we could put a storage unit there, right? And that's essentially it, because we're out of space at that point. There's not a lot of room, right? Or I could put the storage closer up here and the refiner unit back there. Then I'd have more space to get up. Maybe that's probably better. Cargo rack, and then refiner unit there. Oh, that's much better for getting on and off the ship. Oh, that's much better. Okay, yeah. I don't... Could I move the stairs? No, because I think I'm pretty sure the reactor is still right up there. I don't think I can move the stairs. Let's just double check. I'm pretty sure, though, the reactor unit's still up there. Yeah, see, it's going straight up to the reactor. So, that's okay. We come up. We've got a refiner unit right at the back of the ship. We've got a storage unit right here. We've got a mission radar if we want to look for missions. Nothing over here because there's no space. Then we can go up here. I have a fishing rig out for some odd reason. And then up here, we can make this like the living quarters. So we could start off with the bunk. We could put a... What does the med pod do? I mean, what the hell? Might as well have one. Jesus, that takes up a lot of space, though. Put a nutrition unit right over here. Oh no, the nutrition unit would be better off if I put it there. I don't even know what that med pod's for, man. But it looks cool as hell. Like, shit goes wrong, I've got my own personal med pod. I can dig it. I don't... Living wall, maybe? I can put, like, a little garden space. Problem is, it's gonna hang out over the... Probably all we can do for now. There's no like is there furniture? Well, there is, but I only have one piece of furniture for now. So I don't know if there's more furniture that I have to go find to buy, or if they just haven't added a lot of furniture yet. But I could put that somewhere. Put it over here by the bed, maybe. We need a couple of space cats as well, man. Cool. That's, I mean, essentially... That's if you want to trade stuff, which I don't need to do. Oh, there it is. Create new Corvette. So that's how you create a brand new one. Oh, thanks, Tangent. Dude, I never even saw the raid. I feel like an ass. I'm so wrapped up in the I don't have audio cues on because I'm multi-streaming. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate it. That was like 15 minutes ago, and I'm so wrapped up in building that I didn't even pay attention. So that's how you create new ones. Well, I mean, it's kind of like looks like a little beetle, sort of. Base furniture is available to buy with salvage data. Okay. The only complaint I have right now is there isn't anything that you could put on the front of those engines, because what I would really love is to have something that kind of, because right now, if this makes sense, if this is the front of the ship, if we're looking top down, maybe if I just do a top down view, it'll make more sense if I say it like this. So what I would really love is to be able to put something on the front of those engines that cups, if that makes sense. I would like something that would cup the side of the cockpit. Not all the way, but just something that would give me more of an ease into that cockpit, because right now it's cockpit engines, right? So it would be cool if they had like flared tips that you could put on the front of those engines, like something that you could ease into the front of that. Huh. Otherwise, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. What else could I potentially do to this thing? Stick a reactor up top. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. It does somewhat ruin the smooth beetle aesthetic, though. And I wonder if there's any... Yeah, that's too thick. One of these days I'll figure out how all of these pieces fit together. Too bad. It's too much of a curve by the back of it. It's too much of a ramp, but it does sort of fit in there. I don't know if I have all the pieces, I just put it in creative mode to just sort of play around with things. There may be stuff that I don't own yet that I need to buy, perhaps. I don't know. I just literally was playing around with stuff now that we're done with the expedition. Yeah, someone was saying that earlier about if I wanted to try taking the engines off and then attaching the wedges. Right, exactly. Glitch building, essentially. No, I got what you mean. Put a hab on, put the wedges on, remove the hab, put the engines back on. That, I mean, that might work. I hadn't gotten that far into playing around with things. I was trying to see if I could work with the parts that they had before I got into, like, getting overly crazy with the glitch builds. But I mean, that may be the only solution. Because technically, let's see here. By the way, what I haven't even seen what these look like. Funky. Because we've got things like these, but I would need to push it up one. That's too much, I think. Yeah, that's too big. And it wants to split the difference. So I think what I have to do is get crazy with like the connectors and stuff if I really want to find a way to build that in. What about the rockhopper wings? It would be great if I could flip those around. You know what I mean? And have the... If I could have the rotor up front. So essentially flip the whole thing around, but it doesn't want to let me do that. Yeah, that's the thing, Sean McKenna. This isn't definitely it's not the final form. That, if it wasn't square, damn it. Ah. Fin module. See, it just doesn't. Curious about something here though. What if I put might be a little more palatable. Hang on, I put the wrong thing there though. I actually can live with that. That to me is better than the, because before I was getting the rectangular thing on either side and I didn't like the look of it. But now I'm looking at the front profile. That's a little more groovy. And you know what I can put back here? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, deep breath. I am fairly satisfied with that. Yeah, feature expansion for sure. You can also paint it. Oh, I forgot all about the painting. I am going to try one more small modification here, though, because I do like this. This I do like. Let's can I drop that down to here and still mount the engines? I can. Oh. Let's take that out for a spin. I honestly think that's gonna be it, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. We've got our turrets underneath. This is a nice little one-man explorer ship, right? Nothing fancy. It's got a single crew bunk inside, a little galley, small storage space. It's got the loading ramp off the back. Looks pretty compact from below. Nice and flat on top. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Now, what I don't know, I like those engines, man. What do those thrusters look like when it lands? I guess we have to take off for those to see. How do we... Aha, colors. Metallic finish, weathered finish, metallic. Oh. I wish white and black, gray and dark gray. I don't want the gloss. The weather looks pretty good. The question is there a way to apply it to all, or is it individual pieces? Because I would hate to have to go through here and color each individual piece, piece by piece. Ugh. That's a little too much. Because like Starfield has a all. You just apply the palette to everything. Did I accidentally change the color on that? I did, which means I have to do it over here now. Wait, I could... I don't want to apply edits. Thanks, Petite. Other than my one miscolored... It's like totally... It colored the one. They need an undo button, man. Like in Shrouded. It needs an undo button. I didn't mean to paint that. How do I go back to default? I don't know what the default colors were, damn it. That's annoying. I gotta go over here and do this one now at the very least. Did it do it? No, it did not do it. Did it do it? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so it's one button press? Okay, that's a little less annoying than I thought it was going to be. Alright, never mind. I was mildly perturbed, and it's not nearly as a big of a deal as I thought it was going to be. Alright. Okay, we've given it a slightly different look. I'm very happy with this, guys. Like, I feel content. I love the interior, by the way. I just like this style. It's called the Thunderbird style. I just like this. Like, it reminds me of the Starfield stuff, which is like that NASA punk, duct taped and tubing everywhere. Next question: how do you increase the class of the ship? Give it better stats and stuff. Are there quests to do that? Does anybody know, to like increase the class of your Corvette? Because it has not given me a tutorial on that part of things. Yeah, where do you do that, Octor? Somewhere up in here. Yeah, I don't exactly know where that is. It's somewhere up in here. Starship research? I'm assuming that guy right there. No, that's the upgrades, right? Yeah, that's different. Oh, bottom floor? I don't remember. It's been forever. So you can also upgrade your... Wait. Oh, so it's just taking your default ship. I see. Okay, so it's whatever ship you have selected. You could do it here. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Cool. Well, that's going to be a wrap for today, everybody. I will be back tomorrow with Dune Awakening, and then tomorrow is Tuesday, so we're going to be also watching and reviewing the latest episode of Alien Earth tomorrow. And I think tomorrow night, we will play some Enshrouded for the afternoon stream. So we'll do Dune Awakening in the morning, and then we'll come back and do some Enshrouded. I might do some Chronos, the New Dawn, but to be honest with you, that game really isn't my cup of tea, but I was given a key for it, so I don't mind plugging away at it from time to time. But I also need to do some more stuff in Enshrouded to get ready for Thursday night. And then I need to make a decision, because I want to unlock the autophage. And I don't know if I want to do it on this save or my main save. I kind of want to do it on this save, I think, because I have finished the... and I don't have a problem running the Artemis storyline again. Just for shits and giggles. It might be something fun to do. We have a decent audience when I'm playing No Man's Sky, and I wouldn't mind remembering the storyline a little bit more. So when I come back, this is Monday, Tuesday. Probably do Enshrouded tomorrow night. Maybe Wednesday night we'll come back and do some more No Man's Sky. Thursday night we'll do Enshrouded. Friday night we're going to be doing Borderlands 4. But I want to do some more stuff with No Man's Sky. I definitely want to unlock the autophage because I've never done that and I really want to do it. So stay tuned, everybody. I will catch you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Also, shout out to Tangent again for the raid, which I missed. I'm going to send him a DM on Twitter right now and say, or on Twitch, and say thank you. I don't have audio cues on, and I was so wrapped up in the. That was cool of him to raid because he's a much bigger content creator than me, so that's always nice when people do that. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody.